So you've gone leaf peeping in a very fun location with your camera, and you get back and the leaves were really good, but it's also kind of dispersed with the green, so it doesn't really look like fall, and you go to edit and you're like, this is not the fall masterpiece I was hoping for. Do not even worry about it. I'm going to be showing you a quick Lightroom hack so that you can make your photos kind of seem like they're more fall than they actually are. Hi, my name is Alexandra and I run a blog called The Bucket List Mermaid, where it is my goal to help you live adventurously through your lens. I am here today. Fall is over. We have gotten all of the shots. It's literally actively snowing here. I am warm in my Christmas jammies in an RV, and I do have a cat that is helping me edit today. This is Mo. He's going to be my editing buddy for this video. So here I'm going to be showing you, as I said, just a quick tip on how to make your photos look more fall than they actually are if you get stuck with those pesky greens that is overshadowing your yellows and oranges. Now here I have a photo from Guanella Pass. This is a pass in Colorado that is very, very famous for having epic fall leaves. And trust me when I say this, that when I was here, it literally looked so incredible, but just at this one specific spot, it was like kind of fall and there was this cool waterfall and I really love this shot, but I don't know, it just looks green and summery to me. So we're going to be cheating just a little bit here in Lightroom, and I'm going to be showing you how I make this photo look more fall. Actually, no, we're not going to kind of do it. We're going to really do it so that you can see what this is really capable of. So I'm going to start with this photo, and first off, I'm gonna straighten it out just a little bit. Photos that aren't straight really kill me, and so I'm probably gonna straighten this out like at least 7 times during this entire video. I don't really like this light spot right here. I want to make it seem like we're in a dense forest, which I technically was. So anyway, so for here, I'm gonna go to Adobe Landscape. That's just gonna brighten my colors just a little bit. I always shoot in RAW just to get maximum flexibility with all of this. And then I am going to go down to the white balance here. I'm going to click on probably like right there. Okay, didn't really do much, which shows me that it is the correct white balance, but I'm going to tamper with it just a little bit. I'm going to go more towards yellow. I mean, look, even just that, white balance is so powerful. It is so crazy. So I'm going to bump up the white balance a little bit, maybe add just a little bit of pinks in there. And then here is the real hack. Right here is this color mixer. This is the HSL panel. And I'm mainly going to be focusing on these 4 colors right here, because those are the colors that are dominant in the photo. The magic is truly going to happen in the greens and the yellows, because that's what we're predominantly working with. So the greens, I might actually just put them all the way towards yellow. I bump it up just a little bit. Even that makes such a difference here. And then here's where it really starts getting fun. So the yellows, I'm going to more pull them towards orange. Ooh, love it. I mean, look, you can go all the way, but we're going to go maybe like towards right there. Yes. And then the oranges, I'm going to pull more towards pink. And then the reds, I'm going to leave it there, but I'm going to increase the saturation just a little bit. Yellows, maybe I'll increase the luminance just a little bit. Oh my gosh, and even just there, oh, such a difference. Like, it's such a difference. That looks like fall, that looks like summer. Anyway, just some fine tuning in the shadows. I might go a little bit towards red, like literally so minute in the shadows. And then with the highlights, maybe I'll go a little bit towards blue just to balance it out just a little bit. And maybe green. Yeah, I like that. And then I'm going to start doing what I normally do with each photo. So for example, like the texture, I'll pull the texture up there. The clarity, yep, just a little bit. Dehaze it just a little bit. The vignette, I kind of like to go between like -11 and 15. I feel like it just guides the viewer's eye, so that's a personal choice I make as a photographer. I'm going to denoise it. Honestly, this thing is like magic. I don't know how it does its thing, but it just does. Just do it. Even if I have like a really crisp photo, I will do that on literally every single one. Maybe sharpen it a little bit. And then once I have that, then I'll go back in this light meter now that I've got my colors. Maybe increase the exposure just a little bit, increase the contrast, take down some of the highlights. I'm gonna like maybe really pull up the shadows because I want those leaves to have like very stark contrast with the waterfall and the shadows in there. So the whites, pull it up a little bit, and then the shadows, yeah, maybe bring up the exposure just a little bit more. Okay, it's looking crisp. It's looking clear here. And then what I will do, I'm just gonna look for any distractions. Like here, I see a little fence right here. So I'm just gonna go through with this little eraser tool. This is the generative AI thing. Sometimes it works, sometimes it gives me nightmares by like creating people out of nowhere. So let's see. Okay, added some rocks back there. We can go through this refine. I don't know if I want, yeah, I think I just want it to not be distracting. Like I want it to be the main focus to be the waterfall and not the rocks. So, okay, perfect. Go through all of these guys. Yeah, I like that. Okay. Now, just fine tuning, we could keep it here. Again, man, me with the straightening, it just like is like my biggest pet peeve here. Okay, I like that. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to masking and I'm gonna go to landscape and I'm gonna see if I can isolate the vegetation. Yes, the vegetation right here. Maybe like bring it down a little bit, and I'm just gonna start fine tuning just the leaves. So masking is basically, I'm just doing all this work just on the vegetation here. Okay, like that. I'm going to go through with the temp, warm it up just a little bit. Maybe increase the saturation just a little bit. Again, make those leaves super clear. I like that. You can also do this like hue thing here. So like if you did want a more red like that, you could do that. I'll stick maybe towards there. Okay. And then what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to take these little linear gradients. Again, this is masking, so we're just working on those areas. And I'm just going to decrease the exposure just a little bit here. Just because, as I said, I want the focus to be on the waterfall. And then the leaves are the supporting character. The waterfall is the diva. And actually, I think I'm going to do a radial gradient for this guy over here. Okay, the leaves are just supporting it. Also, another thing you can do is you can use this like point color thing. So you basically select a color in the photo, like let's just say like this one, and then you can basically like shift the entire hue. So look at that, that's like red, or you can shift it to that more green. Like that looks like a jungle right there. Or, you know, I'll probably go like somewhere into here. Maybe like we just do that, so you can really isolate those colors and you can just really make it your own. It's crazy the technology that this has. So again, this is before, that's after. It looks like a completely different season here. So that is all for this photograph. I would love to hear your thoughts. I know this is kind of a controversial opinion since we're technically not seeing exactly what was there and we're kind of isolating it a little bit more. I promise you there was fall leaves literally everywhere except for this specific spot around this waterfall. So yeah, I would love to see exactly like how you edit, if you would edit this any different. And if you do have any fall leaf photos, I do have a Facebook group called Shutterbugs Gone Wild. I would love to see your fall photos. Literally is like my favorite thing is photographing during the fall. I am a major nerd for the leaf peeping here. And special thanks to Mo, who helped during this entire editing process. He was definitely a main character in this video for sure. So yes, thank you guys so much for watching, and here's to living adventurously through your lens.